The way we consume and share news today, it is largely rooted in social media outlets. The reason why it's crucial to look at what's being discussed online, from the hottest issues to trends for our daily social media minute. We're joined by Yerika. Good morning.
Good morning.
I thought Art Week was officially over.
Not yet. Not yet.
You know, if something really works and it has the world's attention, frankly, you milk it and you keep it going.
Yep.
And Seoul City wants to ensure that everyone has a shot at the Art Festival Seoul.
That's right, which is going to kick off this Saturday. If you didn't have any plans.
Raining this Saturday? I'm
not sure.
Okay.
We'll have to check on that. But it's kicking off this Saturday, and it's running until October 22nd. So it's going to run for about a month. Art Festival Seoul was introduced for the first time last fall.
Oh.
And it is an art festival brand of the Seoul Foundation for Arts and Culture. It brings together prominent art festivals in Seoul, presents them throughout the 4 seasons, but the fall edition is the largest in scale.
Again, because the temperatures are milder, we
Yeah,
feel
it's nicer
better.
to be out and about.
The air is crisper. And yes, you're in the clear. Today's apparently, I'm hoping, at least according to forecast, the last of the rain.
Okay.
For the week anyway. Now, the details and lineups for each performance have also been unveiled. Can you give us some details of the Art Festival Seoul?
Oh, so much is going on, so I'll only just mention a few. But the Seoul Community Arts Festival at Jamsil Arena will mark the beginning of the Art Festival Seoul. So now in its second year, this festival has expanded a lot compared to last year. Over 1,000 Seoul citizens from all 25 districts of Seoul are participating. The opening ceremony is going to feature performances by the Seoul Citizens Choir, which will showcase a wide range of musical genres, including pop music, orchestral accompaniment.
Oh, that's nice.
You name it. Yes, and following this kickoff, the Seoul Street Arts Festival is going to be held in downtown Seoul around the Seoul Plaza and the Cheonggyecheon Plaza from September 29th to October 1st. The Seoul Street Art Festival is going to represent Seoul's outdoor performing arts scene. So lots going on outside, and hopefully, like you said, today's the last of the rain.
At least
for now,
to the forecast.
But, yeah,
because there's like b-boying, like you said, quartets performing, and street art. I mean, if they have installments and artwork displayed on the streets, you probably want it bone dry.
That's right. Now, the outdoor portion of the festival brings together around 170 artists. Various art genres are going to be presented, including street art, 34 artworks in total. Now, 8 of the 34 artworks are going to require advanced reservations, which open today. All of the other exhibitions are open free to the public.
Okay, so be sure to just type in Art Festival Seoul and see which spots are actually up for reservations. Now, here's something special that will be held in Seoul's Nodeulsam Island, a little bit of ballet.
Yes, the Nodeulsam Island Classic features ballet and opera for all you classical music fans out there. Swan Lake is scheduled for October 14th and 15th at 6 p.m. The Barber of Seville is going to be staged on October 21st and 22nd. Now, the Nodeulsam Island Classic is part of the Great Han River Project. Basically, this project is aiming to develop various leisure spots near the Hangang River into more people-friendly zones for both, domestic visitors and also, overseas visitors as well.
I think we take it for granted how massive the Han River is and the space surrounding it. And if we can better utilize it, it's great.
We're lucky to have this river, actually.
Because, we've always had the Han River, and I've traveled to different parts, and I've seen the Seine, I've seen the Thames, and I thought it's a little underwhelming. No offense. the scale of it.
But they utilize it really well, though, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
And initially, those floating islands got a lot of hate.
Yeah.
maybe we've leveled and we have more good cafes and interesting venues and more
lots of festivals like this one. Yeah. Now, this festival, this year's festival, comes with, I guess, more convenience to families visiting the island. There's been a 50% increase in the number of seating compared to last year.
Okay.
There will be 1,800 seats in total on the island. All of the seats are free of charge, and individuals over the age of 7 can attend. If you're interested, 700 seats can be reserved in advance starting today through Interpark.
You know, one of the biggest criticisms I think Seoul City gets from famous architects, for example, is that we just don't have enough parks and seating areas. We must pay and go into a cafe to do anything. And if we have free seatings, namely on Nodersam Island, why not? Go there. I've never been. Can you believe it?
I have never been either.
Okay, see, even for Seoulites, there's novelty.
Yeah.
Art Festival Seoul is a keyword you should be looking for. Turn your attention to our second buzzword of the day. Now, this is a pretty big, I don't know what to even call it.
It's embarrassing for America.
Yeah. So the U.S. military has been ridiculed for temporarily losing an $80 million fighter jet, asking the public to help locate it.
Yeah. So the U.S. military lost a fighter jet temporarily near Charleston, South Carolina, and then it proceeded to ask the public on social media to help them find it.
No shame.
No. Right. Now, the failure to track this aircraft drew plenty of questions from the public, a lot of amazement and ridicule on social media.
Did they not have foresight to see that they would be ridiculed?
I don't understand the situation, but anyways, this is what really happened.
Okay, let's go through the series of events that, led to, ever since they lost and then I'm hoping located the fighter jet.
Yeah, so the F-35, it's a stealth fighter. Okay. It disappeared over South Carolina on Sunday. The pilot ejected for unknown reasons. The situation obviously prompted the base to issue a call not on social media. I don't know if that was the right call.
I don't even know if that's protocol, but that happened.
They issued a call on social media asking anyone with information to call in. Now, Joint Base Charleston said it was searching based on the jet's last known position. Now, the pilot thankfully parachuted safely into a North Charleston neighborhood. The jet was on autopilot at the time, which means it continued to fly without the pilot on board.
Okay,
for how long, we don't know.
That sounds potentially dangerous. I mean, investigations will show later, but the ironic part is the main advantages of the F-35 are that it is nearly impossible to track with a radar. It is a stealth fighter jet.
Yeah, maybe a little too
too stealthy.
Now, people were left with so many questions, like, was the transponder working? Right. If not, why wasn't it working? Had it been switched off? If so, why was it switched off? And all of this is under investigation. We don't have the answers to these questions yet.
And you know what's worse? People will speculate until investigations are completed. Now, the disappearance of this highly advanced aircraft sparked, as you can imagine, incredulous comments online.
Yeah, so some people had a bit of fun with it. They posted manipulated photographs of lost signs on trees, offering rewards to people who find the missing jet.
Of course.
Now, Representative Nancy Mace, who is a South Carolina Republican, asked in a social media post, how in the hell do you lose an F-35? How is there not a tracking device? And we're asking the public to find a jet and turn it in? Now, her reaction obviously speaks for everyone who read the headline about this military plane.
Okay, so this is a very expensive aircraft, as you can imagine, for a stealth aircraft. It's part of a very costly weapons program that's paid with taxpayers' money.
Yeah, the exact amount of money for a single aircraft, like the one that went missing, it was found, by the way, guys, is somewhere around $80 million. And the entire F-35 program is on track to cost $1.7 trillion over the lifetime of the plane. And it is officially the most expensive weapons program in U.S. history.
One of our regular listeners chimed in, if you're going to lose jets like this, how can you justify the use of taxpayers' dollars? I think that's a good sentiment.
Yep.
All right. They found it. Investigations will reveal what exactly happened and led to the pilot to eject, essentially, out of a flying jet.
Right.
Man, I think it's more embarrassing than anything else. All right, we'll leave it there for now and on to our final story. Now, here's something absolutely unique. The restaurant name is the Restaurant of Mistaken Orders.
Yeah.
But it's done on purpose. All of these servers that work at this restaurant have dementia.
Yeah, so in Tokyo, this restaurant, the Restaurant of Mistaken Orders, is where customers are actually happy to get that service. So you ask for dumplings and you get soup. You order grilled fish and maybe you get sushi. And, it's a regular thing for servers to mix things up. And this restaurant was founded as a way to raise awareness and celebrate the quirks of living with dementia. And even though 37% of the orders are delivered wrong, 99% of customers say they're happy.
There's something so inherently Japanese about this and so beautiful. Quirks of living with dementia.
Right.
I mean, because we live longer these days, most of us healthy, but longer means we're prone to some of these ailments, usually most of the times associated with aging.
Yeah, and the number of people with dementia are on the rise.
Exactly. And so if we can figure out a way to have fun or maybe even raise awareness about it, it's nice. Now, who came up with this idea? Kind of a brilliant idea to create this business.
Yeah, so this was a Japanese television director. His name is Shiro Oguni. He wanted to change perceptions about aging and progressive cognitive impairment. And this restaurant initially, back in 2017, started as a pop-up and it just kept going. And the idea for this project came to him when he was served a dumpling instead of a burger while visiting a nursing home. And at first he wanted to send the dumpling back because that's not what he ordered. But then he realized he was in a different world and he witnessed, varying levels of functionality, including mistakes that didn't really harm him. And he thought, why not just accept what he received as a way of respecting the difficulties the people around him faced every day as an act of kindness and humility. Isn't that the most noble thing you have ever heard?
Any of us can be in the same situation. And I can promise you, most of us won't even go to this extent to think twice about the wrong order. It's inspiring to say the least.
And what is so inspiring about the project is that it shows people living with dementia as happy people, hardworking people, helpful, communicative, gracious. And, diners describe their experience at eating here as cute, happy, funny, cheery, and comfortable.
You just got to adjust your settings, right, and your expectations, and suddenly you have a different frame of mind.
And it's a better world,
If you view the world this way. Oh my God, I got to stop myself for a second to readjust. I don't think I'm wired this way on a day-to-day basis, I'll be honest with you.
It was so inspiring. I just had to talk about this.
I'm glad you did. And I'm glad that there are these valiant efforts and people respond to it, especially if there's genuinity to the delivery. And so the show must go on. Restaurant of Mistaken Orders.
Yes.
What a beautiful idea. Thank you so much, Erica.
Pleasure.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.